Overall, it's going to be a bit of a breezy night as we go into your Tuesday night, but also we're going to be watching the skies for a little bit. A couple of showers and isolated thunderstorms, the latter moving south and east of Huron toward Mitchell and Madison. So we're not quite done with that chance for rain yet. That's why we're leaving it in place at least for a little while longer in portions of eastern and northeastern KELOLAND. But notice those low temperatures, 50s and 40s for overnight lows. More seasonable weather on the way on several occasions in the extended forecast. We'll talk about that coming up. But until then, First at 4 starts right now.
Live from KELOLAND Media Group, KELOLAND News First at 4.
A firefighter died while battling a large blaze in Huron. What we're learning about the fire coming up.
Plus, what's next for the stuffed animals at the closed Delbridge Museum? Well, that decision is before the Sioux Falls City Council. That's coming up.
And U.S. lawmakers are back in Washington, D.C. We're going to hear from Senator Mike Rounds on what's at the top of the list for priorities. Good afternoon, and thanks for tuning in to First at 4. I'm Don Jorgensen.
And I'm Kelly Volk. A large fire in Huron ended in a tragic loss.
This was the scene that we first told you about yesterday at 4 o'clock. Heavy black smoke could be seen all the way from downtown Huron on our live cam. Crews from Cavour and Woolsey were also called in to help the Huron Fire Department. Authorities say that one firefighter died. Temperatures were in the triple digits at the time. We do have a news crew in Huron and expect to have an update in the next half hour.
We have an update on a report of gunshots in downtown Sioux Falls over the weekend. Officers responded to the call early Saturday morning near 10th and Phillips Avenue. Police say they saw 30-year-old Tyrese Washington drop a gun on the ground and run away. They caught up with him and made an arrest. The investigation also turned up 2 other guns, shell casings, and damage to a business window nearby. Washington is charged with having a firearm as a former drug offender.
Happening right now, an informational meeting is underway for the Sioux Falls City Council, where a presentation is being given on the Delbridge Museum. Now, here is a live look at the meeting that is streaming right now on KELOLAND.com. Last month, the Great Plains Zoo announced that the museum was closed and the collection was being decommissioned. Last week, city leaders explained the decision was due to arsenic levels. KELOLAND's Dan Santella is at the informational meeting, and we'll have a live report coming up tonight at 5.
Well, we're finally getting a break from the heat.
Yeah, it was pretty sweltering out there over the weekend, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I mean, it's in the 80s, but even that feels better, Adam.
Yeah, and the thing about that is that we're the exception here in Sioux Falls and in southeastern KELOLAND. Everybody else noticeably cooler on the backside of a cold front that continues to push to the east. And we still have some areas that are dealing with a bit of rain and even hearing a couple of rumbles of thunder as well. Near Huron, we're getting that. There's our camera in Beetle County, our downtown camera in Huron, 63 with a north wind at 25 miles per hour. It is a dreary and windy afternoon in Beetle County, and it doesn't get a whole lot better even as we head down to Tripp County. There's winter, 58 with a northwest wind at 25 miles per hour. Just to reiterate this, yesterday we were in the triple digits in several locations, including here in Sioux Falls. So we're getting a pretty decent case of whiplash on the thermometer right now. I mentioned the exception was southeastern KELOLAND, Sioux Falls, as well as Marshall, both at 82 right now, 81 for Brookings, 84 Worthington, and 86 in Spencer. But you flip the numbers, you've got Phillip and Rapid City, both at 68, along with Buffalo, 64 in Spearfish, 63 for Custer, 60 in Pierce, 65 Chamberlain, 60 even up toward Aberdeen. But it is a little on the windy side with that west by northwest wind at 15 to 25 miles per hour sustained, with some localized higher gusts in a couple of areas as well. So there is the rain that's going to continue to move on through. And again, a couple of rumbles of thunder not out of the question south and east of Huron, then up toward Aberdeen and Redfield, seeing a little bit more rain as well. So we'll see this for the next couple of hours. Nothing really significant expected out of this. Maybe some small hail and gusty winds with an isolated thunderstorm, but overall the severe threat is more toward the Twin Cities and Duluth. Tomorrow, though, hazy, smoky sunshine, but at least it's going to be cooler with highs in the 70s for southeastern and northeastern KELOLAND for that matter. A little on the windy side as well, so you will want to keep that in mind. And more smoky sunshine out west as well. We'll be in the 70s to low 80s, but we do try to warm up a little bit. I do mean a little bit for the end of the week, and then we're back in the 70s by the weekend. We'll go through your full forecast as we head through the hour.
All right, thanks a lot, Adam. United Airlines flights have resumed after an equipment outage paused flights nationwide earlier today. Federal Aviation Administration says that for a time, United crews were unable to contact airline dispatchers through a normal means. The FAA says that the ground stop was lifted a short time after it was issued.
The State Public Utilities Commission faces three big choices tomorrow about the future of carbon dioxide pipelines in South Dakota. The first is whether to grant a permit for the Navigator CO2 pipeline. The second is whether the State Commission should override pipeline ordinances in Minnehaha and Moody counties. And the third is what additional conditions, if any, Navigator should face if a permit is granted. KELOLAND's Bob Mercer has been following all the debate on the Navigator pipeline and has a closer look at the decisions before the PUC. That's on the Capitol News Bureau page right now.
School bus shortages are causing some Minnesota school districts to cancel routes. Barrett Leone explains how the driver deficit continues to impact the school year.
It's not a new issue.
I hate to say it, but I think we're becoming experts in this driver shortage.
But a persistent one.
We need everybody all hands on deck because there's so much demand right now.
Nick Martini with North Star Bus Lines and American Student Transportation says his team is still 10% short of its driver force. It's forced the schools they serve in the Northwest Metro to seek help from teachers, parents, and in some cases, shuffle or cancel bus routes.
We're going to keep doubling down on the recruiting efforts and retention efforts.
Over in St. Paul,
we're in a really good position right now. All the routes are with the contractors. They've been practicing throughout the week.
Staffing has rebounded post-pandemic, but not fully. This year, SPPS will welcome 3 schools back on yellow buses, while some high school students will continue to take Metro Transit to class.
We're doing much better. Would we like to have more? Absolutely.
Contractors say higher wages is key to filling positions, but it doesn't fix everything.
We've licensed over 30 new drivers this summer, but that doesn't come without losses to other industries.
A cautious return with a hopeful end.
I think there's light at the end of the tunnel this year where we haven't seen other years, that we may actually get above water this year and have full benches of drivers again.
Barrett Leone, WCCO News.